Terrific drama, that, and Benito Mussolini. We meet him for the very first time tonight as the action moves, at least for part of the episode, into Italy. That's Winds of War, starting tonight at 7:45. 10 o'clock, there's another drama. Terrific performance, as always, by Maggie Smith. She plays Mrs. Silly. She's got a son called Michael who's a bit embarrassed by her presence and some of the things she gets up to, especially when she visits him at school. So that's Mrs. Silly tonight, 10 o'clock. Now it's time to join Nicholas Park.
And now, from Norwich, it's the Quiz of the Week. And at this week's lineup of prizes, we've included this selection of garden furniture. A sculptured member of the feline family, a 3-decanter Tantalus with glasses and a large selection of drink. Our jackpot prize of the family car in Baltic blue. Plus 2 fully fitted tricycles. But we start in the garden, and after a busy but satisfying grass-cutting session, you might like to turn your attention to the steaks and chicken legs being cooked on this gas-operated barbecue before relaxing in a comfortable chair with a glass of wine and a good book. The garden furniture has its own exterior lighting with a parasol, a table, 4 chairs and placemats. Total cost £1,246, but going for 120. And in complete contrast, we're offering this beautifully proportioned sculpture of a cat. It's by Tom Merrifield and costs £1,072, but our price is £100. Our next offer is this 3-decanter Tantalus with glasses and a selection of drink. It all adds up to £596, but you could buy it for £60. And now take your partners for a Samba. That's our jackpot prize car this week, and it's going for £140. But a tricycle made for one wouldn't have been very popular with Daisy. These models have a carrier back and front, and as Carol is demonstrating, they're ideal for local shopping. Made in the heart of Shakespeare country, Stratford-on-Avon, they would cost £500, but our price is £50. And as she takes a ride over to meet Karen, that's our look at this week's star prizes on offer to this week's lucky winner. But now let's meet the man with the questions and the money, Nicholas Parsons.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Hello and welcome to the sale of the centre. Our first contestant tonight comes from Hazelmere in Surrey, and she is married. She has 2 young sons of 10 and 6, and she also has a part-time job working for Southern Electricity. Her name is Gloria Judge. And our next contestant tonight comes from Lincoln, in Lincolnshire, of course, and she also has a part-time job. She sells car components. She's also married. She has 3 children between the ages of 13 and 25, and she has 1 grandchild, a little daughter. Her name is Yvonne Thomas. And our third contestant tonight is in hotel management. He works for the marketing division in that area, and he's also married, and he comes from the Victoria area of London. His name is Brian Taylor. So, those are our 3 contestants. Here are the questions, and we'll get them started off with some nice simple ones. Get you in the mood of the game to begin with. All right, so if they're ready and you are, here we go. Traditionally, which kind of dogs do Arctic explorers use? Yvonne?
Huskies.
They do, yes, of course. And at sea, what is meant by the phrase in the drink? Brian?
Overboard in the sea.
In the water, in the sea, yes. What are Jonathan's, Blenheim's, Codling's, Yvonne?
Apples.
They are. In which book does a rabbit say, by my ears and whiskers I shall be late, Yvonne?
Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, that's right, he does. Can you name 2 seas which are named after colours? Yvonne?
Red Sea and the Black Sea.
Yes, or the white or yellow you could have had. Who might boast about doing a hole-in-one? Yvonne?
A golfer.
A golfer. Not many, but a golfer could. According to the proverb, you might as well be hanged for what, Yvonne?
A sheep as a lamb.
Yes, correct. In America, what is a tuxedo? Gloria.
Dinner jacket.
Yes, it is. Which of the signs of the zodiac is sometimes known as the twins? Yvonne?
Gemini.
Yes. From what is macaroni chiefly made? Yvonne?
Wheat and water.
Flour or flour pasta. So I don't think we can accept wheat. I'm sorry, Yvonne. Let's have our first instant sale. What is the first one that we tempt them with tonight?
Well, £12 is the asking price for these handy unisex shopper bicycles fitted with front and rear carriers and 3-speed gears. Why not leave your car in the garage? Keep fit with these and save money at the same time. The two would cost £180.
Well, Yvonne Johnson is tempted. She pressed her buzzer and she has bought 2 bicycles. Are you a keen cyclist, Yvonne?
I think I'm going to be.
You're only going to be. Anyway, you have a large family, so that's a very nice thing to have bought. The money's taken away from the money in front of you, and the questions are still £3. By what abbreviation is the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, Brian?
REME.
REME. They are known as REME. What do you do if you tread the boards? Gloria.
An actor.
Yes, an actor treads the boards. In which English city is there a railway station called Lime Street? Yvonne.
Liverpool.
Yes. Where do lugworms live? Gloria.
On the beach, under the sand.
That's right, yes, they do. On television, which detective is played by Jack Klugman? Yvonne.
Quincy.
Yes, yes, he is. Medically speaking, what is apoplexy? Gloria.
It's sort of a seizure, like a heart attack.
No, it's a stroke. It affects the cerebral part of your anatomy, not your heart. What is Maundy money? Gloria.
It's the money the Queen gives on Maundy Thursday,
That
the
is right.
equivalent to her birthday.
You don't need to say any more. You have 3 for that. What one event is generally said to have brought the United States into World War II? Brian.
The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
Yes, correct. What is the least number of coins you can use to pay 24 pence exactly? Yvonne.
3.
Yeah, 3 is right, yes. A 20 pence, a 10, 2, and 2 lots of 2p pieces. 2p pieces. If you say 2p pieces, I can't. What is the Quran? Brian.
It's the holy scripture of the Muslim faith.
That's right, and let's have our second instant sale. John Benson, what is the second one that we offer tonight?
Details coming up, Nicholas. Spend £15 and start your own wine cellar. This brewing selection includes a bin for fermenting, 8 assorted beer kits, a wine press, and many other aids to help you achieve a vintage brew. It all adds up to £193.
So Brian Taylor was tempted, so either he's a beer drinker or he's going to start. Anyway, have you ever tried that?
No, I've not.
Very economical, and you've already spent some money, but you're still there in a strong position as we keep the questions at £3. What is controlled or supervised by the Corporation of Trinity House? Yvonne.
The traffic up and down the Thames and lighthouses.
Yes, you needn't go on. You've said enough for £3. Yes, there are other things as well, but well done. For what kind of music is John Philip Sousa generally remembered? Gloria.
Brass bands.
Yes, brass band music, yes. Military marches, and brass bands play military marches. I think I'd be mean if I didn't let you have it for that. Normally, how often is a census taken in this country? Gloria.
Once every 5 years.
10 years, I'm afraid. Bad luck. In which sport might you win a Lonsdale belt? Yvonne.
Boxing.
Yes. Which English county is famous for tin mining? Yvonne.
Cornwall.
Yes, it is. 8, 16, and 35mm, all gauges of what? Gloria.
Film.
Film, yes. Yiddish, Hebrew, and Arabic are all languages of which country? Brian.
Israel.
Israel, yes. Where do or did troglodytes live? Yvonne?
In caves.
In caves. Which singing star is generally associated with that song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Gloria.
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland. She made it famous. What is penury? Gloria.
Poverty.
Poverty, which you don't see in Sale of the Century. Of the 7 wonders of the world, where is the Colossus? Brian.
Rhodes. in
It
Greece.
is. Who will spell or can spell physiotherapist? Brian.
Physiotherapist.
Well done. It's not a difficult one, but it's the long ones which are very difficult to do. Well done, Brown. Well, 3 well-deserved pounds for that. When is the Blue Peter hoisted, Yvonne?
When a ship is about to sail.
That's right, when it leaves port. Let's have our third instant sale. What's the third one that we tempt them with tonight?
For £20, you can buy the stills camera with a fully automatic lens. It'll give first-class quality pictures and help you start that library. Includes the tripod and the case and costs £204. So, how's that for a snap?
Well, as a keen photographer myself, I can understand why Brian rapidly pressed his buzzer. That's a super camera, Brian. You've got some marvellous goods. Let me warn you now, you've gone down to £1. You're still with us. And if you get one wrong now, we lose you, and we don't want that to happen. So watch it in the second half, because we have reached the second half of the show. We haven't, sorry, reached it. We will in a few seconds. And we want you to stay for that, because I think it's going to be a very exciting contest in the second half between our three evenly matched contestants. There'll be a lot more questions, of course, and one of them is going to be the winner and go for the sale of the century, unless, of course, they have enough money to gamble their chances and go for the jackpot prize of the motor car. You will find out what happens if you stay tuned, as they say. So we'll see you soon. Bye.
Outspan. Small ones are more juicy. No wonder everyone wants a piece.
Wait for me.
You can't keep your kids at home just because it's cold outside. That's why you should send yours off with plenty of Ready Brek inside them. Ready Brek is natural oats and malt that soak up lashings of hot milk. Ready Brek. Good and hot. Central heating for kids.
At the Pally Dance Club. Up walks the hippo with a club. Have a club. Join the club.
Have you ever seen a biscuit that's more chocolatey than club?
Now you're a fully fledged member of the club fan club.
Years of refinement make the Ford Transit miles more reliable. Once, even twice round the clock is not unusual. But now we've passed a new milestone in reliability. This is the very latest Transit. Restyling has cut the drag factor to saloon car levels. The batteries need no maintenance. Microwave-timed brakeless ignition holds tune better, improves starting and fuel economy by miles, making this Transit the most reliable you've ever known. Ford gives you more.
There's difficulty and dexterity, stupidity and hilarity. There's only one team, that's the best team, and that's Heinz Spaghetti, Heinz Spaghetti. There's no tea like Heinz Spaghetti.
You've a whole month to enjoy Woman and Home. Big value Woman and Home. Out now.
Welcome back to the sale of the century. In the break, I've had a message from our adjudicator, and he said that I've done what I've done once before, and that is I've been over-generous to our contestants. I like them to win and get money. When Gloria answered the question about John Philip Sousa, and I said, what type of music was he associated? And she said, brass bands. And I said, oh, yes, because military music is played by brass bands. They said I was too generous. So, Gloria, I'm sorry, I have to take away the 3 that I gave you, and also the 3 for a wrong answer. So let us see the amount of money in front of our 3 contestants, the halfway mark. It is Yvonne Thompson, and I called you Thomas at the beginning of the show. I'm sorry, Yvonne. Yvonne Thompson on £45 from Lincoln, and Gloria Judge from Hazelmere on £27, and Brian Taylor on £1 from London, Victoria, but Brian has bought a lot of goods. Questions are still 3, and here is the next one. On what date each year is St. David's Day? St. David's Day, Gloria.
March the 1st.
It is, and you got it in just within the 4 seconds. What does a megalomaniac believe? A megalomaniac believes, Gloria?
That he is wonderful. He believes in himself.
He believes, yes, he believes he's wonderful. A lot of people believe in themselves, but he believes he's
Yes.
actually wonderful and marvellous out of this world. Which poet is chiefly associated with Alloway and Ayrshire? Yvonne?
Burns.
Yes, Robert Burns. Music now. Which Christian name is mentioned in the title of the song which Peter Fane will now play for us? Yvonne?
Michael.
Michael, row the boat, and Michael was the Christian name. At Wimbledon last summer, who won the men's singles title? Brian?
John McEnroe.
No, it was Jimmy Connors. Yes, he was in there, but Jimmy Connors came back to win again. Oh, which country is... Oh, Brian. Brian. I'm sorry, yes. We've lost you. Isn't that sad? Well, you've got a lot of goods to take home with you. Do you mind sitting there while the other two carry on and compete? You can cheer them or jeer them accordingly. I'm sorry about that, Brian. So we've lost Brian, unfortunately. It's between Gloria and Yvonne now. Of which country is Schleswig-Holstein a province? Yvonne?
Germany.
Yes, West Germany. In which card game would you stick, buy one, or twist? Yvonne?
Pontoon.
You would indeed. In which Shakespeare play does a character say, out damned spot? Yvonne?
Macbeth.
Yes, and Lady Macbeth says that. Let's have our fourth, no, yes, our fourth instance here. John Benson, what's the fourth one tonight, please?
Bet £22, and the ladies can buy a present that could please the men in their lives. It's a gold-plated, cushion-shaped quartz bracelet wristwatch that would look good on any occasion. If you are feeling generous, I can tell you it would cost in the shops £225.
Well, Gloria Judge was feeling very generous. Your husband would be thrilled with that. Is he in the audience? I saw you look over there. Oh, well, isn't that lovely? Well done, Gloria. And well done, Mr. Judge. Your darling wife has bought you a gold watch, and she's gone back down to £11, and the questions... Oh, no, the questions now go up to £5, don't they? So let us now move on to the £5 question. I'm getting confused over losing Brian. I don't like that sort of thing to happen. So, £5 now. In 1834, which group of men were transported from Dorset to Australia? Gloria.
Toll Paddle Martyrs.
They were indeed, Gloria. Which flower is particularly associated with Mary the Madonna? Yvonne.
Lily.
Lilies, yes. Which English leader was nicknamed Old Noll? Yvonne.
Cromwell.
Yes, Oliver Cromwell. In which country is the ruined city of Carthage? Yvonne.
Greece.
It's in Tunisia, I'm afraid. Which is the highest mountain in Africa? Yvonne.
Kilimanjaro.
It is. Which German composer is famous for his Hungarian dances? There's Brian kicking. Well, Gloria, yes. You pressed as the time up came. You don't have to take it. Do you wish to take it or not?
No, I won't. I'm not
You won't.
sure.
And what were you going to say?
I was going to say Liz.
I'm glad you didn't take it. It's Brahms. Of which country has Sir Keith Holyoake been Prime Minister and Governor General? Yvonne.
New Zealand.
New Zealand is right. What was the name of the Lone Ranger's horse? Yvonne.
Silver.
Silver! Right. By population, which is the largest city in the world? Yvonne.
Tokyo.
Tokyo is. Who was the first man to land on the moon? Yvonne.
Neil Armstrong.
Yes. Around the home, for what did we once use hay boxes? Gloria.
Cooking very slowly. Keeping food warm.
Yes, you said that keeping food warm, and you started to say that sentence as the light up came, so I think I can allow it. So it's keeping food warm, and we'll have our fifth and last instant sale. What's the fifth one that we offer tonight?
And £25 is the price we're asking for this unusual electronic keyboard. Just press the start button, select a few well-chosen notes, and the machine does the rest. Simple to operate, there's a built-in speaker, and hours of fun are guaranteed. Cost £255.
Well, Gloria and Yvonne were not tempted by that, and Brian couldn't be tempted. We're moving into the final session. Let us see the money in front of our three contestants. And, well, Yvonne Thompson from Lincoln is in the lead on £90, and Gloria Judge is on £21. I'm afraid that Brian Taylor has left us, and the questions are still £5. And here's the next one. What was a matchlock? Gloria.
A pistol.
A gun, but I think a pistol. I think I could stretch it a bit in there. Yes, except that. Of which political party was Disraeli a leader? Gloria.
The Whigs.
Whigs were the Liberals, so it was the Tories. I'm sorry. No, no, Conservatives or Tories. Sinology is the study of which language and country, Yvonne?
China.
China. Can you tell me what is unusual about the sex life of oysters? What a question for sale of the century. Well, I'll tell you all. You might be interested to know that they're male one year and female the next year. It must make it life very confusing, especially when New Year's Eve arrives. What happens? It makes the mind boggle, doesn't it? In which English county is the new town of Telford? Yvonne.
Shropshire.
It is indeed. On which day of the week does Ascension Day always fall, Yvonne?
Thursday.
Thursday. Whereabouts in your leg is your femur? Your femur is in the thigh. What do we call a number of lions? Yvonne.
Pride.
Yes. Which is the smallest cathedral city in Britain? St. David's is. For which sport is Bisley famous? Yvonne.
Shooting.
Yes. Who composed the opera La Traviata? La Traviata was Verdi. What is the bole of a tree? The bole of a tree? Gloria.
Base. Where the roots.
No, it's the
No.
trunk. It's that circular part, the trunk. I'm sorry, Gloria. From which city does a Mancunian come? Yvonne.
Manchester.
Yes. Which famous artist signed himself Vincent? Yvonne.
Van Gogh.
He did. In which month each year is the glorious 12th? Gloria.
August.
August is right. What is measured in amperes? Amperes? Electric current. How old is a centenarian? Yvonne.
100.
Yes. Don't look at me, please. It's a sale of the century, not the age. With which art do you connect Marie Rambert? Yvonne.
Ballet.
Ballet. On which river is the Aswan Dam? Yvonne.
The Nile.
Yes. What colour is a garnet stone? Yvonne.
Deep red.
Red, deep red, yes. What is the unit of currency in Denmark? Yvonne.
Krone.
Yes. Who was Oberon? Yvonne.
King of the Fairies.
Yes. What is the capital of West Germany? Yvonne.
Bonn.
Bonn is. What would you measure in hands? Yvonne.
A horse.
A horse. Who wrote the novel Lucky Jim? Yvonne.
Kingsley Amis.
Kingsley Amis. What is a somnambulist? Yvonne.
A sleepwalker.
Yes, I think we're all doing that a bit at the moment. In which city is the Bois de Boulogne? Gloria.
Paris.
Paris. Lovely to hear from you, Gloria. Of which country was Nefertiti a queen? Yvonne.
Egypt.
Egypt is right. From which fruit is cider made? Yvonne.
Apples.
I nearly said apples instead of Yvonne, but you had it right. What is a Portuguese man-of-war? Yvonne.
A jellyfish.
Yes, have you ever been stung by one?
No.
It's very horrid. With what is Fleet Street associated? Yvonne.
The press.
The press? Yes, I thought you said something else. I'm sorry. What is a turkey trot? Gloria.
Dance.
It is a dance. What is the capital of Thailand? Yvonne.
Bangkok.
Bangkok. What do you play? How do you play a percussion instrument? Yvonne.
You beat it.
You beat it, you bang it and strike it. And there goes the gong. That was a good cue, wasn't it? And who's our winner? Do you need to guess? It is Yvonne Thompson with £205. Our winner this week. So, congratulations to Yvonne Thomas. Got a very high score, almost our highest, Yvonne, not quite. Of course, she didn't have the opposition. She only had one person to compete against, because unfortunately we lost poor Brian Taylor just at the beginning of the second half. But Brian, you have got the consolation of taking home some very nice goods worth £394. I'm sorry you haven't got any cash in front of you. Gloria, Judge, did well. She's got some nice goods, that lovely gold watch for her husband, and 31 in cash. And so we come back to Yvonne with £205. Now, with that money, of course, she can go to the sale of the century, but she could gamble her chances and go for the jackpot prize of the motor car. Yvonne, you've had a moment or two to think. I think you're still thinking. Have you made a decision yet? What would you like to do?
Go for the jackpot.
She's going for the jackpot. So, Yvonne Thompson is going to try and win a motor car, and there it is, a blue Samba. Not a naughty dance, but a four-wheeled, four-seater saloon car. Now, to win that motor car, Yvonne has to answer correctly 4 out of 5 more questions that I will put to her. If she's successful, then the motor car is hers. If not, then she does keep the money which is in front of her and the goods that she's bought on the way to the sale of the century. Yvonne, just to remind you and our viewers at home, Yvonne has 9 seconds in which to think out her answers. If after 9 seconds she hasn't given me an answer, then I request one. You're not in competition, Yvonne. You can relax if that's possible, because everybody wants you to win the car. We're all rooting for you, and if you are ready, I'll give you the headings under which the questions for this jackpot have been placed. They are on literature, history, art, music, and games. Now, Yvonne can take any of those first or second as she wishes. Have you any preference, Yvonne?
No.
As I read them out, perhaps. All right, the first one was literature. The novels, Middlemarch, The Mill on the Floss, and Silas Marner are all by which writer?
George Eliot.
George Eliot. You're on the way to the motor car. 4 more questions, only 3 to answer. History. What were the names of the 2 people who, in 1689, were crowned joint sovereigns of England, Scotland, France, and Ireland?
William and Mary.
William and Mary, yes, you didn't look certain, but you've worked it out and you've got it right. Art now. Which English landscape artist painted the haywain and the cornfield?
John Constable.
You're confident of that one. Let's have the music question. Can you tell me from which hit musical show does this song come? I think from the smile on your face, you know it. What is it?
Cats.
It's Cats, it's Memory. And you've got 4. That's all you need to win the motor car. Come and join me, Yvonne. Congratulations. That's absolutely wonderful. Whoa, there she is, our winner this week, Yvonne Thompson from Lincoln. Let's go up and see the motor car. There are 2 lovely girls who wish to congratulate you as well. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that absolutely marvellous? Would you like to see how it feels? Are you a driver? Would you like to get inside? Oh, then jump inside it. There we are. And as Yvonne gets inside our car, let me tell you that we've come to the end of the show this week. We do hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll want to be this again same time next week when we take the air and we have the sale of the century. So from Karen and Carol and our winner here, Yvonne Thompson from Lincoln, goodbye. Hope you've enjoyed it. Cheerio. There we are, Yvonne. Let's have another.
And the sale of the century is at the slightly later time of 6 o'clock next Sunday evening.